Three children walked into the ocean on a January afternoon in Australia, and nobody saw them come back out. January 10, 1966. Glenelg Beach, South Australia. The record shows it was a summer day, hot, clear, the kind of afternoon that draws families to the water. Jane Beaumont, 9 years old. Arnna Beaumont, 7. Grant Beaumont, 4. Three siblings who'd been playing in the shallows while their mother sat on the sand nearby, watching. Around 3 p.m., a witness would later tell police she saw the children wade deeper. Then nothing. No screams. No struggle. They simply disappeared. Their mother, Marjorie Beaumont, had taken her 3 children to the beach that afternoon. She wasn't alone. It was a public beach in the middle of Adelaide, packed with swimmers and sunbathers. The children had been in the water before. Jane was a confident swimmer. This wasn't unusual. This was routine. And then it wasn't. When the children didn't return after an hour, Marjorie alerted a lifeguard. What followed was immediate panic. Police arrived. A search was launched. Divers entered the water. The beaches were combed. The record is clear on one point. There was no body of water between that beach and the children's last known position. No hidden cove. No rip current that could have carried them far. They were there. Then they were gone. Within hours, the case exploded into the national consciousness. South Australian police launched one of the largest search operations in the country's history. Hundreds of volunteers, boats, aircraft, dogs, they dragged the ocean floor. They searched the beaches for miles. Days turned into weeks. Nothing surfaced. No clothing, no shoes, no trace of Jane Arnna or Grant Beaumont. The theories began immediately. Drowning was the obvious assumption. The ocean takes lives, it happens, but the evidence didn't align neatly with that narrative. 3 children simultaneously, all strong swimmers or young enough to be supervised. The currents that day weren't unusual. The water wasn't rough. Witnesses described it as calm. Then came the darker theory, one that police couldn't ignore: abduction. A man had been seen on the beach that day, described by witnesses as middle-aged, tan, standing near the water. He'd spoken to the children, according to one account. He'd offered them money, ice cream. The record only says that he was never identified. No arrest was ever made. No conclusive evidence linked him to the disappearance. Over the following months and years, the investigation pursued hundreds of leads. Tips came in from across Australia. A man matching the description was spotted in Perth, then Melbourne, then Tasmania. Each lead was followed, each one dead-ended. The case grew colder. The public's attention shifted, but the file remained open. In 1967, a year after the disappearance, a boy's shoe was found washed up on a beach 60 kilometers away. The size matched one of the children, but ownership couldn't be confirmed. In 1970, a woman came forward claiming she'd seen 3 children in a car with an unknown man near Adelaide. She provided details. Police investigated. Nothing was substantiated. The record shows only frustration and dead ends. What made this case different from other disappearances was the visibility. Hundreds of people were present, yet no one saw what happened. The children didn't scream. They didn't call for help. They didn't struggle visibly. They simply vanished in plain sight, in daylight, surrounded by witnesses who saw nothing conclusive. Experts have weighed in over decades. Marine specialists suggested rip currents or underwater caves. Criminologists proposed abduction. Psychologists noted the unusual calm, no panic, no visible distress. But the record offers no conclusion. No body has ever been found. No suspect was ever charged. No confession was ever obtained. The Beaumont case remains one of Australia's most perplexing disappearances. Decades have passed. Cold case units have revisited the file multiple times. New technology has been applied. DNA analysis, digital forensics, re-interviews with aging witnesses. And yet the case stands unresolved. 3 children walked into the ocean on a summer afternoon and were never seen again. The families of Jane, Arnna, and Grant Beaumont were never given answers. No closure, no body to bury, no justice to pursue. They exist in the space between mystery and tragedy, a disappearance so complete that it defies easy explanation. The file remains open. The case remains unsolved. And the question remains, what happened to the 3 Beaumont children on that January afternoon? If you're drawn to mysteries that resist easy answers, cases that challenge our assumptions about what's possible in plain sight, subscribe. Every week, we investigate another unsolved disappearance, another baffling death, another file that refuses to close. Subscribe, there's a new unsolved case every week waiting to challenge what you think you know.